Hello, it's me, Hui. Besides information about the D-Flex system, I'm showing tips and tricks on my channel. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There are and there will be some more of these experiments. During the development of the D-Flex system, I spent some time experimenting with beam blocker and sound shield devices. The video where I compared beam blocker and D-Flex can be found here. Sound shields are a known tool to reduce the level of loud guitar amps or drums. There is no acoustic engineering, just pieces of plexiglass to put in front of a speaker. To understand why sound shields lower the volume, we have to take a look how sound waves travel from a speaker to a reflector. The main reason why even a thin cardboard can lower the volume is caused by the phase cancellations that are happening between the sound source and the reflector. The thickness of the reflecting body plays only a secondary role. Here is a very simplified explanation. The sound waves are reflected multiple times, and because many are out of phase, they influence each other. I will move a sound shield to different angles so that you can hear how different frequencies vary. It's called comb filter effect. Listen to this to hear the multiple reflections and the phase cancellations. D-Flex is engineered in a different way. A system should block the beam on axis but distribute the sound without any noticeable phase cancellations. For the sound samples I used an AMP1 and the looper of an AX8. I had some old plexiglass and I cut it to a familiar size. Let's try some of these experiments with different A/B tests. Let's compare the sound above a sound shield and a D-Flex. Only the overhead microphones are active. We heard clearly the change in sound caused by the phase cancellations. Let's see if a mic placed in front of the speaker can hear this comb filter effect too. I tried different angles and distances of the sound shields, but the recorded sound of the microphone was always a bit different to that what is normal. Now let's move to a place where you normally stand in front of the amp. The overhead mics are now at the height of your ears. This time I used the AMP1 preamp in the clean channel into a fully cranked tube power amp to produce some overtones by power amp distortion. It got loud this time. think you got it, and you would hear the difference in a blind test. But there is another way to come down with the volume of a full cranked tube amp. Power soaks reduce the volume after the power amp section, and so you still have the full power amp distortion. This very sucker of red stuff amplification is such a device with a special signal filtering. Stefan Hüter designed this circuit to get the same uncolored signal at a lower volume. And it even has 2 stages of attenuation. Let's compare the sound and level on axis. The Verisaka could reduce the volume significantly more than the sound shield, and the D-Flex reduced the beam near the floor. This is the wanted characteristic, that a system spreads the sound at the heave of your ears and block the beam near the ground. Now I put the mic on one of my favorite settings on a D-Flex and add the overhead mics. You will hear the settings off, down to 25 and 10% of power reduction. I could not hear any musically significant change in the sound at any power reduction stage. I tested this Verisaka with many other amps and it was always the same result. It sounded the same, it works perfect. I feel there is no need to repeat the more detailed A/B tests of the Verisaka of Heiko Heinz. The link is in the text. The funny thing is that I know Heiko Heinz as D-Flex user for a long time, and I didn't know that he has done this video. These samples should give you an impression about both methods, as you don't have the possibilities to do such A/B tests. A summary. A sound shield reduces the volume by phase cancellations. The reflected sound waves from a cab and the room dampen and cancel many frequencies. A combination of a D-Flex system and a power soak reduces the volume even more and without noticeable changes in sound. Maybe you will miss some low and high end at the lower volume. But that's just a matter of the human hearing that is shown in the Fletcher-Manson curves. You can correct it easy with the EQ on your amp. So try out one of the shown possibilities to find the best sounding solution for you. I hope I could show you the fundamental differences. So that's it, all the best, see you.